session 2, part 3. Mark this. Sorry, to it. Okay. 12 Vistani are standing and sitting around the fire, telling stories in slurred voices, trying to one-up each other with ways that they have, seduced a man or a woman, or stolen as much money as they could possibly get, or did a work, or shaped a work of art, or scolded the ones that were stealing and said, I found my own fate. Ha! Just loud and overlapping, not caring if they're talking over someone else. 3 sober Vistani are resting in 3 of the 4 wagons. They notice you rather quickly, but seeing as you are in a Vistani wagon, very clearly a merchant's wagon, a few of them are 2 of them actually lean over and try to catch a glimpse of what the side of your sigil is, nod to themselves, and go back to listening to the chaos before them. So what do you do?
Well, are the wagons, positioned in any, particular locations of the camp? Parking or...
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh.
You're kind of coming up from this direction.
Okay,
But you could, kind of cruise in and park there if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't want to crowd. I feel like we would park in a way that would be a stable place for the wagon, but would be close enough that it'd be easy to let the elk go graze and get some water while being in very clear eyesight.
It'll take 10 minutes to unhitch them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what Chekhov was going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you get out and you start to unhitch them. As you get out and you kind of take that moment to take your own weight onto your knees again after the rattling of the wagon for so many hours.
I do the big stretch.
Big stretch. Your eyes are itchy in the way of it is 11 a.m., but you've been up since dawn, and it's I cannot believe how much I've done today. It's not even noon.
Yeah, it's that kind of... Oh, I know that feeling.
I need a nap.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. And as you do so, all of you hear one of the Vistani recounting a tale. I'll tell you, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. But when the Empire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew through the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Sure you did. Fuck off. It's I did. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. Strahd fell upon him. The wizard's magic couldn't save him. Like, so what happened? Tell us what happened. I'm getting to it. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. He's a wizard. Why didn't they cast Featherfall? Fuck off, you're ruining the story. Shut up. I saw him thrown 2,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if you know that everything of value. But the river Elvis had already spirited him away. Who's that one lane? Yeah! It's like, oh, pretty lady. This guy is like 38, balding in an embarrassing way, in like a very unflattering way, but he is just brimming with confidence as he like comes over to you and is just like, hi. He smells like wine, nothing else.
It's just like, she kind of like leans away. It's like, hello.
Hello. Did you hear my story?
I did.
It's a very good story. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw him thrown 3,000 feet to his death.
I thought it was 2,000 feet.
What is your name?
I am Katya. Katya Moonshine.
Pretty name. Pretty name. Have you met, have you seen our tarot reader yet? You met them yet? Met her yet? Madam Eva. Madam Eva is the best fortune teller in all the land. Every land.
Wait, she is here?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is that not why you're here?
I was hoping to find her, but I didn't realize she was here.
Big colorful football tent over there. That is where she is.
I don't know if he's paying attention, but she like leans back over the wagon and like grabs her stuff and grabs like her boxes of tarot, and one of them is obviously a tarot deck. And she kind of holds them.
Yeah, that's two.
And she's just like, oh, well, thank you for pointing the way. And I call back to, like, Chekhov is, like, unhitching the elk, and I don't know what Nasha's done yet, but she's, like, kind of jogging backwards and just yells, I'll be over at this tent when you guys want to come join me.
Yeah, I still got it. Face plants on.
I kind of lean over and say, oh, don't quit now. We're right in the middle of the tunnel. That's how he fell the whole 5,000 gallons.
That's right! 5,000 or 6,000 gallons.
Oh my
He
God.
gets up and he falls.
Yep. Shit-faced.
He just barfs off the ground a little bit.
Very shit-faced.
I'm going to stand over here then.
So you're unhitching the elk. You are standing a bit to the side. What else do you two do as Katya jogs over to the large, colorful tent in the corner?
And she did open the invite of the two of you to come join her.
I'm going to go straight there as soon as we're done.
Okay, you do so.
Me too.
Okay. You kind of edge around the ship-based one, and you go towards the back. Chekhov, you finish up unhitching Muffin and Croissant with clean precision. Muffin kind of nuzzles you, and Croissant stares ahead. He's like staring down the road.
My crunchy,
knows
grumpy,
where to go, but he has to take a break.
my crunchy, grumpy old man elk. I love him to death.
Trudges over to the river and like butts a horse to the side. Just starts to drink.
Now I'm not even imagining it like I'm now imagining it like how Disney would draw an elk. It's like El Tivo almost.
With the
Muffin is airheaded, and he is the horse from Tangled.
Yeah,
no-
that.
yeah.
I'm getting that vibe.
Okay. You all approach Madam Eva's tent. Do you step inside?
I kind of pause at the open entryway. Is there any kind of covering, or is it like wide open?
It's not like locked, tied, or closed. It's the drapery is down. It's welcome to be brushed inward. You see like this faint reddish glow from the inside.
Hello? Are you open to visitors?
Come in, child. I have been expecting you.
Ooh. Open the curtain and duck in.
Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived! Cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. So you have come.
Did you predict I would be here?
Yes.
I was told that you are very powerful in the way of the Tarakadek.
You were told correctly.
And, she pulls out the little case with her own. These were passed down to me by my mother and her mother before her mother before her, and
I know.
I attempted a reading the other day, but I don't quite understand what they did, and I was hoping you could perhaps teach me.
I don't even mean I wasn't here for it. I imagine it was a bad idea, though. Like, a severely ill-advised one.
There is a cackle that comes from this wizened old crone. Her face is like littered with liver spots, and her lips are thin, and her hair is long, white, and wispy underneath the cloak. She goes, "I understand. Not many can appreciate magic of the cards. Please, what was the array that you used?
Oh,
That you grew?"
I can show you. And she takes the cards, and I feel like almost unnaturally so, she draws the 5 that she originally drew and just lays it perfectly in the array.
And then there's like a little blink, like you didn't know how you did that.
Yeah, it's like, my mother died when I was 4. I didn't really have anyone to guide me through this, so this has been kind of a lot.
Your mother was not able to teach you how to read the card.
No, unfortunately.
That explains
I
why
know
you
how-
rushed it.
I know how to read the family cards, and I gesture to like the thicker tarot deck. You know, the ones that we create and we read, and but this is a little new. My uncle did not want me to touch them, but
These, child, have true power, especially here in Barovia.
that was what I heard. Do you know what these mean?
I do. She lays a clawed fingertip upon the first one. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in this battle against darkness. This. Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him.
I see.
So,
Yeah.
3 artifacts, Strahd's enemy, his location.
Right. And, now that I understand, could you possibly guide me through a proper reading? I feel like I didn't do this right. I mean, I was...
You drew the cards, and therefore your fate is sealed, but not without well. I suppose you could attempt to make a redraw of cards, but if you want to keep one in the proper place, it will exact cost from you, darling. To tempt fate in such a way is to offer a bit of one's soul.
I'm gonna go back through that now. So the first one,
Enchanter.
which was the thing about, you described it as something that describes.
It's in Facebook chat.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm saying what Madam Eva just said. The cards mean.
This is about the ancient's knowledge. I'm assuming that's
So the
going to be
ancient
the
knowledge
tome.
is a kneeling woman of rose-green beauty, Paktusin, the master of the marsh, knows of whom I speak. There's somebody. There's a marsh. So I feel like there's some. We have to find a marsh for that one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, which is the one, it's the holy icon, or the sacred icon, or some icon. You will find you will find what you seek in the castle. Aid the ruins of a place of supplication. I really hope that doesn't mean castle for even long.
Well, okay.
That would suck.
Like we talked about before,
Yeah.
when I did the reading and I kind of read the flavor of them, only one really resonated with me, and that's kind of why I want to do a read.
What was the one you wanted to?
I want to try to keep the beast.
You want to keep the beast? Werewolf holds a sacred hatred for your own. Yeah, I mean, why
I feel
not?
like that has something. Like,
Why not? Let's keep it tropey.
So if you want to keep this one, you're going to take 4 levels of exhaustion.
I know.
Sound alright?
I am willing. We're in the wagon.
That's,
I also
that's a lot
also
of resting.
you forget. I am a potion master who has things in her storefront to make teas of refreshment that cut down my exhaustion.
Oh.
So it won't be as terrible. I have enough to actually make 2. So,
You're among the Sunny.
actually, I think I might have more. But yeah, she feels safe here, and I love the narrative of it. I know it's gonna hurt me, but I like the fact it's gonna hurt. I want to try. I want to do it. So I would like to keep the beast. I will mark that I will be taking 4 levels of exhaustion. Somewhere. Are there like tokens or anything that you have that mark exhaustion?
No, I don't.
That's too bad.
Wait, yes I do.
Because that would be great for
I do, actually.
for keeping track. And then oh, I actually have enough stuff to make 4 teas, but I think you can only have 2 a day from the module that I read because the teas are strong. But still, that's great. I can actually make 4. Perfect.
Here, just use a D4, put it on 4,
Oh, that's
and
perfect.
then count
Okay.
down as you go.
I will use the blue one.
Technically, I do have something that counts exhaustion,
That's
but
okay.
it's in the other tin over there.
This isn't good. This works. And then can someone read to me what the levels of exhaustion are again?
All right, so
I just want to
it sucks when you get to 3.
yeah, I'm at 4.
So
Here's the nature.
how it works is this.
Would you mind shuffling this for me, please?
At level 1, you have disadvantage on ability checks. That's fine. It just means that you're gonna have like problems outside. You just need somebody to be with you, outside of combat.
Mm-hmm.
2, speed is half. It's fine, again, out of combat. You're not in a rush to get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's very specific. 3. This is where things suck. Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
That's the one they're gonna get fucked because
I'm okay. It's okay. Right now.
that
we're gonna
counts
rest.
towards death saves.
I know. But we're resting.
4,
We're in a Vistani camp.
your max hit point is half.
My max hit points are already reduced because of what the fuck that happened to me. So like, my max hit points were already reduced.
Yeah, it's really 3 that is the worst.
It's okay.
Well, aside
What?
from 6.
Did you just say your max hit points are halved?
Your hit point maximum is
my
half.
hit point
You have
maximum.
1 hit point.
All that matters is your last hit point. Remember magic.
I just want you to describe to me what that looks like when we get to it.
I feel like we're on like Scooby-Doo Zombie Island right now.
This is such a cool RP flavor thing. I'm gonna trust that the
Yeah, I
DM's
imagine-
not gonna fuck us over just
I
because
imagine she
I want
looks
to play
like
with
someone
this.
went
Yeah.
into
So,
a
I
character
mean,
editor and deleted
we're in
all
a
the
Vistani
muscles.
camp.
I mean,
I
she said she
prepped.
has like 2.
4.
You have
I can make
4
4 T's. I can make 4
4
T's. Someone just
What
needs
is
to
it?
help me so that I can roll straight and not have disadvantage.
What do the T's do specifically?
They remove a level of exhaustion.
Oh, you're perfect.
But you can only drink 2 a day. But that means I can drink 2, go to sleep. I'll be down to 1,
That's fine.
and I can drink.
Why not?
And then I can drink 1 the next day.
All right.
So, and you two are with me right now.
Right,
So, okay.
I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna set them aside.
Oh, you don't want to reshuffle them into the thing, or do you want to like
It's
complete
not-
it?
I mean, it's no.
You're right. You're
yeah.
right. No, you're right.
The whole point is to get something different.
the point is to have something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you shuffle the major deck for me?
Yes.
Austin already did this.
Thank you, Ozzy.
Don't thank me. It sucks.
Oh,
What?
that one. That's an automatic shuffler.
Yeah.
Give. It's kind of fun. I like it, and I trust it more than me.
I did a piss poor job at shuffling, so I got that out.
But we'll do this one first. I already shuffled it once.
Noise alert
Yep.
for the microphone.
Trying to remember how to.
Noise alert for the.
It's
Am I
the
making
tab on the
action?
bottom.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So that is just making sure that next up. Okay. So that's been shuffled twice. I think that's good enough.
Alright, shuffle.
And then we're gonna
Now
shuffle
do
this.
minors.
Okay.
One more time.
Yeah.
Oh, one more time.
One more time
Okay.
for good luck. In. Good. Thank you. Yeah, go. That one was messy, but it shuffled. Okay. Thank you, babe. Okay.
So
We have that one
this at
staying
the
in the
bottom
bottom.
of the cross.
Madam Eva.
I will do something. I'll do
This,
something.
this.
I'm gonna do something theatric
Okay.
with this one. I'm gonna. She gave her the warning, but like I said, I like the idea that Katya doesn't have any control,
Mhm.
and that the card just forces itself.
Okay.
Because I like that. I like that trope. So everything's like shuffled, and Katya is off the cards. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get the book ready.
What'd you say?
I want to hear the readings after each card is
Yeah,
drawn.
I kind of want to do that too.
Okay, I will do it. Listen,
It fits.
I didn't do it right the first time either, so I will do it right the first time.
And
This
but also this fits because technically this is a guided reading now from
Yeah.
Madam Eva.
Okay.
Right, first card. Here we go.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
The merchant. Okay. I love the. I'm kind of curious.
It's either really good or really bad.
Well, find out. She's looking for it.
Well, it's either really good or really annoying.
I want to read the blurb part. I don't need to see it. I just want to read the blurb.
Seek a cask that once contained the finest wine, of which not a drop remains.
Wait, is that Wizards of Wine? We get to.
I know where it is!
Sorry, I'm excited about that one. I love how that sounds. Okay,
Okay.
number 2. I'm already excited.
This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
Berserker? Ooh. Okay. Curious. Berserker. Is that a queen?
It's swords.
Swords.
It's the 4 swords. Or 6 of swords, sorry.
Alright. Find the mad dog's crypt.
Crypt.
The treasure lies within, beneath blackened bones.
I like how that sounds too. That sounds cool.
The Mad Dog's Crypt.
I love that. Sorry, I'm loving the thematics of all of
I
this
have
so
no
far.
idea about that one.
Hey, new is good. New is
New
fun.
is very good.
New is fun. Okay.
This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight.
Monk.
One of... I forget what that icon's called.
Looks like a sickle, maybe,
Yeah, sickle's not one of
but
them.
it's I don't know what it's called. Monk.
It's
Because we're the
one of...
monks. Hey, we're the monks.
Because you have, what is it? The stars, swords...
The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun in the house of a saint.
Behind the sun in a house of a saint.
That couldn't. I'm looking at where it is. That couldn't be more perfect for my plans.
That sounds cool. I like how that
That
sounds.
was
Okay.
that was the
One of glyphs.
Glyph, that's what it is, a glyph.
Okay, so she does the reading about the 4th card. I'm just gonna put the beast like on top for the next one, and
She reaches over
That was me.
and gestures and says,
Sad
Sugar
on
pop.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
this is
"This card sheds
Okay.
light
But what
on
are you going on about?
Guys, this card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in battle against darkness."
okay.
What?
So as Katya reaches to take the card on the top, suddenly she has a nosebleed. You all watch as her eyes kind of roll back in her head. She's suddenly much paler than she was before. And her hand is above the deck, but a card comes out by itself and forces itself on top.
As you will fate to bend,
The beast.
you draw the beast.
And I now have 4 levels of exhaustion. I sway and slump into whoever keeps me standing.
A werewolf holds a secret hatred for your enemy. Use her hatred to your advantage.
Her hatred.
Why do you think I was so interested? Right. This is the final one. This is the location, correct? I'm very happy of 4 the 4 we have so far.
Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him.
Dark Lord. Literally called Dark Lord.
Oh no. I mean, these always sound bad, but you know.
I feel like any of the locations would be bad, but
He lurks in the depths of darkness, in the one place to which he must return.
Yeah, this probably sounds like we're gonna find him at his resting place.
so wait, we just go straight to the Amber Temple.
I don't know if it's in the Amber Temple. That's the thing.
The resting
That's what
place.
she tells you.
It
So-
could be in the Amber Temple.
I
My
can't-
vibe is believing it's in
In-
Ravenloft.
I do kind of
But-
like that though. I kind of like the idea that the final fight is literally at his resting place.
It should be.
I like that. I
But
like
yeah,
that.
I personally believe, from a player perspective, it's in Ravenloft. I don't know.
I like
Either
the
way-
vibe. That
Either
is
way,
fun.
we'll find out. One of the
Okay.
items we have to find will tell us about it, so.
I'm gonna take.
a picture as well. Just
Yeah, I want one as well for my own sake. And I'm gonna send it to the group chat. So that we all have it.
as Katya sways dangerously and falls back. Does anybody catch it?
Not Sketchler.
She's a little cold and shaking.
Oh, well, I think I understand more. That hurt a lot. separated.
To challenge the deck, challenge fate itself.
I didn't do it on purpose, I don't think. I guess maybe unintentionally I did.
Well, sometimes fate is too strong. We bet.
We will not be redrawing again. That is it. That is the fate sealed permanently. I am okay with. I like it. It was all of it's very vibey.
So what do you guys do next?
I think we're gonna go and help you back to the wagon to help brew some tea.
Yeah.
As we get you ready for bed.
She sways dangerously, and she like pats at you, not like, okay, you're in charge of the driving now. I'm going to sleep a lot. Oh, first take me to my box. Take me to my box.
Take you to the box.
You know the box. You saw me take shit out of the box.
Yeah, that
you know
box.
which box. And she throws open the lid. And she's like, okay. Just reaches in blindly with both hands, very Mary Poppins. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Whoa! Pulls out 4 vials of clear, glistening liquid of some kind. She kind of like sets that down. Reaches her hand back in. And pulls out a bundle of 4 cat tongues, which is kind of like the, from the description of the book, they're a little bit like an alien version of the cattail plants we get in the marsh. They're kind of like that. And she reaches over, grabs 20 gold from the little purse to the side, and drops it into the crate. And then shuts the lid. Okay, someone hold me up while I do this. Because I'm falling. Help. It's just like,
Is Mark's
Chekhov will grab you and lift you up.
okay. So I need someone to hold these while I do this. Instead with steady hands. This is how I'm asking for help so that I can roll these straight.
Sure. Alright, what do you have to hit?
Let's look. This might be tricky. It also depends on which kit I have to use. If it's herbalism, I do get extra proficiency, but if it's alchemist, I do not. So, fingers crossed it's herbalism. Herbalism. Tea of refreshment, perfect. Okay, it is herbalism, so I do get extra. I need to hit a DC 15.
That's hard.
And I'm going to try to make 4 of them.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is
So, if it's herbalism kit.
12.
Okay.
You said herbalism is intelligence. I am proficient. I get double proficiency. Herbalism kit. So I get a +6.
Trigo, what's your passive?
My passive
Perception.
perception is going to be 12.
Mine's 14. Is that? Wait. Yeah, no. 12. Mine's also 12.
Oh, good to know.
You're
My
the same.
passive insight is 14.
Alright.
Alright. Oh, anyway. Let's go with this one. Okay. Math. 9 plus 6. So I actually hit a 15. That was close. Okay. So I got 1 T. Natural 15. 2. A 2, so no. I lose the ingredients on that one. Final go. A 12 plus 6, so I made 3. I made 3 teas of refreshment,
Exactly what you need.
and I can drink. You can have 2 a day.
Okay.
Any more than that will negate its effects. So I will drink 2 and bring myself down to 2 levels of exhaustion.
And then you're going to sleep.
And then I go immediately to sleep. I'm just imagining Chekhov just like making sure I drink all of the tea that I've poured for myself, and then like I just imagine someone's tucking me in because she's just muttering like it's that drunk the sleep drunk where you're just like you babble and you about different things. Oh, I know what happens. Oh, okay. As you're probably leading her to the cot that she has to lay down, she looks up at you, and her eyes are very glazed and tired, and she smiles and she goes, "Oh, thank you, Uncle Kristoff. You always are so kind." Rolls over. She has confused you for her late uncle in her delirium.
Yeah, we're locking those cards up.
Yes, agreed. I'm also going to take a rest.
First watch then.
I'll be available as soon as you're done. So, yeah, I just need to sleep for 4 hours. I'm completely conscious and aware the whole time.
So you basically trance.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a perception. Notch. You what?
Okay.
For your first shift, which is from noon to 4.
14.
You notice nothing out of the ordinary.
Do you need to take a long rest or anything?
I spent a spell slot.
Oh, yeah. Alright then, yeah. Might as well.
And Chekhov, you kind of like come back to yourself and remember, oh, yes, you can move. You can speak. Irina's not in the wagon.
Where is Irina?
Do you go looking?
I would like to go and search for her. I would like to see if there's any clues of bits of her that she may have gone through, like muddy footprints in the wagon that may have gone in or out.
She has left her blue cloak in a puddle in the corner. Ismark is dead asleep because Lord knows he needs it and wanted it, and he was so dead asleep that he missed it. So, you look around, make a survival check.
That is a 3.
Oh no.
She was definitely in here at one point. You kind of like throw open the back door, I imagine. Some buddy!
I wouldn't say that violent, but
Yeah,
yes.
Yes. It's yeah.
And you step out and you look around.
I chime over to Notch. It's like, Notch,
Yeah.
where's Irina? Have you seen Irina?
Not in a little while.
She's not in the wagon.
Alright. Gets out of his seat. I begin tracking down Irina.
Alright, roll survival.
11.
You find her footsteps at the back of the wagon. She definitely came out this way. You follow her footsteps across the mud and towards the grass and into the brush, and you get a sense that she did that on purpose because you look around for a little bit and you realize that you can't find where they come back out.
Oh my god, Irina.
She rolled really well on stealth, I'm sorry.
Why?
Actually, no,
though?
she didn't even roll that well on stealth. She just rolled higher than 11.
Oh my god. Why though, Irina?
She rolled higher than what?
She just rolled higher than 11. Roll perception for me as tracking is available.
For both of us, or?
Sure.
I am going to roll with advantage and use that inspiration token.
Okay.
Well, I got a 20.
And 2 and a 4.
Oh no.
So that's going to be perception. Well, I mean, you rolled better, so what do I care?
She rolled a 15 plus 1 percent. You do see her. You turn and you like look around frantically. It's about 4 in the afternoon. The people that were shit-faced are asleep now, which is what alerts you to the fact that there is someone else wearing like the cover of like a dirty blanket over their head and like sipping wine in front of the campfire. And you're like, oh, there's a misfitting cloak. That's a little bit of red hair. She's just by the campfire and she's drinking.
Teenagers.
She's not a teenager. She's,
I know.
Well, she is technically. She's like 19.
Yeah, teenager.
Teenager.
Young lady.
Notch makes his way over there to the campfire very quietly, but sits down very heavily immediately next to her. And that is how we felt when you decided to leave the wagon without telling anybody.
She signs at you with one hand, which you understand, which just says, I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't know what you want to say.
Oh,
I'm not even there.
And then she gestures at you and says, I don't know what you want me to say, and then just goes, oh, wait. And continues sipping.
Yeah, just tap us on the shoulder and gesture to the fire or something. Just to let us know that you're not going to be in one spot. I'm kind of new to this group, but I get the sense that we're in the midst of a crisis. So, if we could all just be on the same page, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Just making signing at you. And it's getting like more aggressive as she realizes that you don't understand what she's saying back to you. And Chekhov, at this point, you rolled with advantage. What does a 4 plus your perception get you? 6?
Yes.
That beats a 5, which is a easy DC.
Right.
So you do hear Notch sit down very hard on one of the wagons by the fire, and you see like Irina getting more and more aggressive with him with her sign language, and she's just like, I don't know why you're here. Why are you the one talking to me? You can't even understand me.
Chekhov just comes over and he gently sits down and goes like, Irina, there you are. Are you alright?
Wraps her arms around you and squeezes, and she doesn't quite get all the way around you. She like seems to realize exactly how big you are.
Does an awkward hug.
Big awkward side hug. She's tipsy. She just hug. She signs. It's like, I lost my dad today, and everyone just wants to keep me in the wagon.
Technically, she lost her dad a while ago.
Just a pat. There.
This is a notch on the belt. And points at it.
It's a notch on the belt.
Is slightly off.
Oh my god. She's so out of it.
I don't understand. You're a belt?
You said something directed at me.
Apparently.
This place is weird.
I would very much agree with that statement.
Why does his voice sound weird?
That's very rude.
You're weird.
Again, rude.
You're rude.
You're rude. Oh my god.
I think you've had enough to drink now.
No.
I'm going to take the bottle.
No. She tries to like.
I am score
You
17.
easily take
The
it out of
bottle
her
is
hands.
getting taken.
Goodbye, bottle.
She's just signing no at you and just like trying to get it. Most of it is gone. Most of the bottle is gone.
Just jingle it to hear what the sound of like the liquid inside.
Slosh. Yeah.
Here, you should take the rest of this from her.
Okay.
No.
Records that.
You now have half a bottle of wine.
A quarter.
A quarter. Oh my god, this girl.
I've done that once before. It was a very, yeah. I've actually been in this exact same situation as her.
I can finish it. I'm not a baby.
Yes, you
We
are.
don't,
We don't need, it's not a matter of you finishing it.
I want to finish it.
we don't doubt that you can finish this. We doubt that we want you to finish this.
Ask him why.
She asked why.
So we drink an entire bottle of wine at once, you're going to make yourself sick, we're going to have to clean out the wagon, it's going to take us even longer to get to where we need to be going to get you to safety.
It also won't make the pain go away anymore.
On your shoulder.
I'm
Why
staying.
are you metal?
Why are you metal? Oh, that's a question.
That is a very good question. I do not know.
Why don't you know?
I don't remember.
I want wine.
You've had enough.
No.
I'm gonna sweep her up and carry her. Time for bed.
That is a 7. She
She tried to.
barfs over the side.
Oh, okay. That's what she was doing for. I thought it was a grapple check.
No, that was a constitution check.
Yeah, that was a Constitution saving throw. She rolls flat. She got a 7. She barfed.
Barfed.
There, see? You missed a spot.
Oh my god.
When Katja wakes up, you can have her make you some mouthwash or something.
A wagon comes rattling up the side of the road and parks. The door, the like shutters for it looks to be another wagon cart. It closes, the doors close, and no one comes out, but the curtains kind of roll down the sides as if triggered from like a small pull from underneath.
Okay.
Okay.
What was that?
Travelers by.
I don't like travelers. I'm a traveler. I don't like me.
Oh my god, she's. Oh wow.
Time for Betty Ben.
No. And she falls.
Take her to bed.
Okay, you take her to bed.
I slept through the whole thing. In fact, you get back to the wagon, Katya is just sprawled on the bed, one arm above her, just like, just
Now she-
absolute.
Now
just
she get
gone.
some rest. I'll be watching till nightfall.
Alright.
You put her back in the wagon, and she like instinctively snuggles up to Ismark.
No,
And he, in his sleep, puts his arm over her and like pulls her in.
the siblings, the siblings.
All right. Do you go take a rest?
Yep.
All right. What are you doing, Chekhov, as the day continues to pass?
I just keep on watch.
All right. That wagon that arrived never stirs. And slowly, as time passes, as 4 o'clock turns into 6 p.m. and the sky starts to get darker, the fire is stoked and it reignites, and a couple of people are starting to wake back up and having a real rough time. And then one of the sober Vistani is just like, alright, my turn. And the 3 sober ones go to get shit-faced. And the ones that are having a hard time work slowly on sobering up and keeping watch. 6 p.m. turns into 8 p.m. And the door to the new wagon opens. And out steps a man in his late 30s with short black hair, neatly dressed, looks around. Excuse me. Speaking are useless. He goes back into his thing, and you hear rummaging around on the inside.
Just gonna peer around and just look.
He comes back out with an armful of books. Seller of fine. Where? This was the wrong road to come to. Looks at your wagon. Excuse me. And he comes up to you and kind of stops.
Yes.
Begging your pardon, but do you have money?
No.
Fuck.
Okay. Technically, 8 hours has passed.
Yes, 8 hours.
Okay. I would like. He's suddenly there's just the curtain just goes. Does somebody say money? Oh, hello.
Hello. Are you alright?
I'm a little lightheaded, but I
You
am.
may partake.
Hey, okay. No, I'm just very tired. Lots of
She's
blood
very
loss yesterday.
OAK.
Okay.
Yeah, but not sure where you heard that.
KOA.
KOA.
What?
I'm totally gonna just channel pan towards some situations.
Hey, okay.
Hey, okay. Sorry. Oh, you're new. Hi. Can we help you?
He's selling stuff.
Bows. It's like,
Oh.
my name is Vasily Von Holmes, and I am a seller of fine books.
Ooh, books.
Would you be interested in looking, perhaps? Or anyone inside?
Actually, I wouldn't mind taking a look. I am a fellow merchant, actually. I am a potion maker.
Really now?
Yes.
May I see?
Of course.
Thank you.
And she... Unfortunately, my goods are a little low right now because of situations, but then she's just, pulling out some stuff. I feel like she has everything in, a little case at the moment because she hasn't.
So you invite him into the wagon and he steps in?
No, I invite him to come around to the back of the wagon where I've pulled out the case. He doesn't go inside the wagon.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright.
She wouldn't do that.
But he comes to the front rather eagerly.
Yeah.
He sets this small stack of what looks like academic books
Yeah.
up his top. They're dog-eared. It's admittedly not my best stock.
That is okay. I'm kind of in a similar situation.
What's wrong?
Well, we had a bit of a bad run-in. I got really hurt. So I had to use some of my own stock for myself. I hate having to do that. But,
I suppose I am not in the same situation because when I use my own stuff for myself, it's purely for entertainment.
you're lucky. She shows what she has. She has I feel like she's got some regular oil, some regular harmless, no real effect potions other than being relaxing, peppermint oil, shit like that. But she does show that she can make higher quality stuff. Unfortunately, she only has one of each in stock. She would have to make more. But shows that she can make a health potion. She can make this tea that is very helpful. She shows that she can make stuff. What kind of books do you have? After she showed what she got.
He lights up. Let me show you. He's well, personally, he pulls over the ones that are dog-eared. He's this is terrible. You don't want that. I would toss it over my shoulder, but I would actually get the money and I get the work done. He runs back to his cart and puts them away. What sort of things do you like? What sort of books?
She glances back into the wagon at the sleeping
Irina
people.
reaches up and just goes, poetry.
Katya remembered the poetry. So I'm imagining Irina starts to reach up to sign something. She hasn't even signed yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Katya goes, do you have any poetry?
I do. It's flowery poetry. there is no poetry that is not flowery. So
Well, there is somber poetry, there is sad poetry, there's romantic poetry.
I suppose I should increase my knowledge of the subject. One would think I would have it as a book sale. He goes back in and he comes back with a couple of small volumes. He puts them on the counter. It's like, this, that. I admit I've never read these. I should though.
Do you? She starts to like look through the poetry. Like she's serious. She's looking through the poetry, like looking to see what seems in good condition and stuff. Do you happen to have I have 2 more questions. 1, do you happen to have books that are in what is that language called? Braille. It was worth a shot.
Unfortunately, no.
It is alright. I know that's kind of hard to come by.
It's also very hard to make.
I know.
Press everything out.
What do you have? Oh, we have a individual that is sight impaired.
Oh no.
Starting-
Poor dear.
Starting to go. She's.
How did she?
I don't know. I think it might have been from birth. It's a situation. But she loves poetry, and one of our companions was very good at reading them to her. It seemed to cheer her up quite a bit.
If I may,
Leans for.
what state are her eyes in?
Yeah. What state were her eyes in?
I'm more of a medical book professional. Still, I prefer nonfiction.
You describe them as like milky,
Yeah.
like glazed and milky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how Katya describes them.
What is the potions dilemma? Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I know you're woman with the exact same problem up in Galaki.
You don't say.
Have you ever heard of the oil of menthol?
I have, but I have never been. I go by my uncle's notes, and I am also a creator of certain potions. I've created a few, called mine. I am a collector of recipes and knowledge from the herbal essences to continue my knowledge. That is not the one I've been able to get my hands on.
Make me a history check with advantage, please.
Cool. That's a +2, I believe. Okay. 15 plus 2, so 17.
Okay. You know that the oil of menthol is not. It is a essence of a particular poisonous flower that, when drawn to an essence correctly, will cause temporary blindness. But you also know that when given to like young children over the course of several months, it will cause them to become permanently blind as they develop. And it has the exact same cloudy semblance as Irina does.
You think somebody might have...
No one gave her evil thing.
She doesn't have much family left, but her brother seems to be very protective of her. He might know. I'll talk to him later. That is...
Yes,
But now that
it
you've
is
told
concerning for me. I'm sorry.
Well, no, but now that you've mentioned it and I'm kind of aware of it, I might... Let's just say you've given me some thought on some things I might be able to do to help. There is a very powerful potion that I don't think would be necessary, but maybe I can find a more topical one.
Is there any way?
One moment.
Anyway.
Well, she did ask about if he had, like, books on medicinal means, plant descriptions, like things like that earlier.
He definitely nods at that.
Okay.
He seems to be a nonfiction enthusiast.
I'm going to, like, claim that as, like, a way of, like, expanding her potion knowledge or, like, knowing locations of certain plants she might not have known of before kind of thing. So she might look into that, but give me one moment. There's actually...
Notch, are you listening to any of this?
A little bit. He's
Asleep?
He's not really a book guy, but he like wakes up, kind of in the middle of this transaction.
And Irina is very out of it, so she's not hearing any of this.
And he talks about the books he has, and she's just like, oh, perfect. And she's like, she specifically is looking to see if it talks about anything about fairy stool, which is an ingredient. This is why I'm bringing this up, because this could be fun character stuff. Fairy stool is a very rare plant, but it's one of the ingredients for the potion of true sight. She's wondering if she can make, using fairy stool and not the other ingredient, just fairy stool and something else, maybe she can find a way to
Cure
give.
Irina's blindness?
Maybe it wouldn't be permanent. Maybe it'd be something she'd have to reapply, like over time. But it's something that's in her mind now. So she's looking specifically. She knows that that's the ingredient to this particular potion. That's very hard to make. But she's wondering, oh, maybe if I take that with a different ingredient, I might be able to make something else. So she's looking to see if any of the books talk about fairy stool.
You remember at the aft end of your letter a mention of a Deva.
Deva. Alright.
If you want to reread that and look at that. Just as something that comes back to you at the mention of curing blindness. There's, of course, anything I can do to help. May I sell you that book, please?
This will actually be very handy for finding ingredients, so yes.
3 gold?
I'll mark that off of my inventory, and I now have a book of, what do you want to call it, herbalism, or?
Sure, call it a book of herbalism.
And I'm just gonna, maybe it just helps me find things. Who knows?
I'll say it will be a one-time advantage to creating this potion.
Ooh, okay, I love that. I will take that very willingly.
One-time use advantage for making that
So,
potion.
custom item, herbalism book. Done. With the note, one-time advantage. What's that spell? Time advantage to make sight potion.
Yeah, just call it sight potion.
Because that's kind of what it is.
Sure.
It's not a true sight, it's just a sight potion. So. Alright. She thanks him. Oh, she purchases one of the books of poetry that looks not romantic, but maybe something that's a little bit more uplifting and not too melodramatic.
Okay, you do so.
How much would a small book of poetry?
They're like little pulp books. So 1 gold.
Okay. And you said the other one was 3.
Yeah, so just 4 gold off.
Okay.
That's the equivalent of like $40. He looks still like immensely relieved that he got some kind of a trade.
She gets it. She understands being in that situation.
Alright. Thank you immensely. I look forward to meeting you again, Miss.
Oh, Katya means
That's a lovely name. And your companions. You are
Dak Daniels.
Dr. Daniels. Well, very nice to meet you. That. And you?
My name is Chekhov.
I see. Oh. Just one minute.
He prefers it that way.
Oh, what time of night is
It
it?
is 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Mhm.
We put Irina to bed when?
6 p.m.
How are you awake?
We already
They
went
just
over
woke
that
up
feeling.
as they were chatting.
So you're not taking a long rest.
No, you've only taken. He's only had 4 hours of sleep. Because
He can-
technically, you put
He
everything
can
down.
go back to
Yeah.
sleep.
I'm taking a short rest from my long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
And then he can.
I guess I have a couple questions about what you've done to start.
Of course. Are you interested in this at all?
Possibly. I've only got the first 77 volumes of the Crimson Cadaver. Which one are we up to at this point?
About 187, I believe.
100. Jeez.
Very busy.
That bony bastard's been busy.
That is it. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Katya
I'm a
is
sucker
kind of
for
like-
alliteration. Do you have anything on Deva?
Dave,
I would like to also make her roll.
Books on demons, I mean?
Yeah, if you've got like
Like
books
the angels.
or like pamphlets.
What?
Yeah, like whatever you've got that's related to.
Well, I believe I have like a song written in Celestial, but I do not know, I don't have any research on the heavens themselves. Keep in mind it is a very specific field of study, and it is very often dominated by the religious texts. So,
Yeah.
and it's very hard to keep a hold of those manuscripts because you have the priest coming knocking down the door and saying, hey, that belongs to the church, or that belongs to the museum, and it's very hard to keep account with them. Is there anything else you might be interested in?
Let's see.
I have like 2 volumes of the Crimson Endeavor. It's like number 104 and number 165, so they're like really far apart. But if you want to get the catch up started,
Well, they are meant to be serialized.
yeah.
There's another name. Van Richten, you got anything about them? I just remember hearing the name in conversation and I got curious.
You mean the old man that is wanted in Balaki? There's wanted posters all over the place. I mean, if you're looking to, I would not recommend you going to see him because he is very much public enemy number 1 right now. I mean, the wanted posters do describe that he has no backer, but so what's one old vampire hunter going to do against the worldly? But if you're curious, I mean, the count is offering like a 50 silver reward for the old man. That's literally
That's
like
so
saying,
insulting.
saying
That's
a
so
$50
insulting.
reward.
That's so insulting.
50 silver. No, it's like 500.
It's $50. It's $50 in my world.
So, for bringing in a notorious vampire killer, the Count is offering 2 nights stay at a subpar inn with a tavern that got like a B- on its health inspection rating.
Apparently,
Oh my.
I don't know. I just.
I'll just take volume 104.
Alright, I'll bring it to you. Do you want the wanted poster as well?
Does that cost extra?
Nah, they're just kind of, it's just kind of crumpled and nothing.
Could always use a bookmark.
He goes in and he brings out a wanted poster of just a wizened man in his like late 60s, very round Morpheus glasses and like this cartoonishly wild, like cackling persona. Never seen like that. Like, no, you have never seen that.
This is totally like the Flynn Rider nose issue.
He hands it over to you. It's like, this was the one in the best shape that they could find, and here's 104. Let's go with 12 silver.
Alright.
And what about you, my tall, well, less tall, but my metal friend? Are you interested in books?
Not really.
Are you sure?
Is this all you sell?
Yes.
Do you have any books on how to weave?
Do. He goes in, he comes back with a little, like, what it looks like it's been handwritten by a grandma,
Oh my God.
of like tips on and like types of like stitches that you can do, little basic patterns for like dresses and scarves. Brings it to you. Here you go. It'll be 5 silver.
I pay for him.
Oh,
Because I don't think you have any money.
No, I have 0 money.
Yeah, I just like cut in and just give 5 silver. Which is half a gold, if I remember correctly.
it's half a gold. Well, it has been lovely doing business with all of you. And Ismark kind of pops up. He's like, you have anything on like sword forms? It technically does qualify as non-fiction, but I'll see what I can find. He goes back into his cart.
So Ismark's not awake.
Ismark is awake.
I kind of come over and I kind of show him the book of poetry. But I got this for your sister. Thought maybe you could read something new for her to listen to.
Thank you.
Also, I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of the oil of menthol? Oh, by the look on your face.
Yes, I have heard of the oil of men.
May I ask what happened?
Make a persuasion check.
I am provisioned.
And do with advantage because you bought a book for his sister.
Oh, I did buy a book for sister.
You did buy a book for his sister.
I'm glad I had advantage. It's a total of 16.
Okay. He hesitates. He looks over to Irina, making sure that she's still asleep, and she has that like wine night fully knocked out. She is like curled up on the ground, and like she's got a little puddle of drool forming under her head. It's like takes off his cloak, stuffs it under her head just to be sure. I do not mean to speak ill of the dead. My father had a supply of the oil of menthol in his cabinet. It was meant in... He told me, when I was a boy, that it was meant to induce sleep. But he never let me have any.
I'm going to assume you actually know what it is now.
I do now.
Do you have any idea why he would?
There is a wife's tale, or a rumor, or a ghost story, or whatever you want to call it, that you must be able to see the cat in order for him to charm you. I think my father took that so literally, he was willing to blind his own daughter.
But this would require him to have done this. Okay.
It's like his version of Tina Belcher's.
This would require him to have done this when she was a child. Why would he think that?
We found her when she was a little girl.
We found her.
She's not my sister. She's adopted. She was his favorite, which I think is he hated Strahd more than he loved either one of us.
Did your father make any mention of why he would go to that extreme to keep her from Strahd? Or why do you think he had to go to such an extreme?
It's hilarious to think that he would ever tell anything important to me. It's never quite enough to stop for him. And I continue to live on to that legacy every day. But he's dead now, and in the village of Barovia is a ruin. Their house is a ruin. So, not much of a point.
I am a potion seller, potion maker. I'm aware of a powerful potion that can do certain things. I believe if I had the right ingredients and the time to work on it, I think I could make a potion of sight for your sister.
Is that wise? Listen,
I don't mean now.
No, I don't. I understand. I just worry that if she can see with the state that we are in, when you run from the devil, only a glimpse is all it would take. If she could see.
That's why I said later, when he is not. When you think that you're safe, or we find a way to leave, then perhaps I can make something for her.
Thank you.
At the very least, if I can get my hands on some very powerful ingredients, I could actually make something even more powerful that, it'd be temporary, but even if she did see the Count, she'd see through him. He wouldn't be able to try with that.
I would hope so. Thank you for all these trouble you have been through. It is no small thing that you have done for us.
My uncle always said, do unto other what you want to have done to you. We've been dealt an interested hand in life, and there are things about me you are likely going to find out, and I do not want you to ever think ill of me for certain things. Things I could not control. Not in regards to the Count. I have nothing to do with him. I've never dealt with him. It was the first time I'd seen him. At that. At that
Relaxes.
First time I ever seen him. My uncle used to tell me boogeyman stories about him. Like, I never knew.
Me too. We were always told to shut our curtains at night.
Let me put it this way. I do not know how much you know of Vistani and the different tribes we have in Barovia, but I am known as an outlander of the dead.
He has no way of knowing what that means, so he just looks confused.
It is going to pop up because I'm pretty... knowing my luck, the big bat himself will probably come up and spill my own secrets, and I'd rather... She kind of glances over at like you two who are still talking to the books that are like way in the wagon, and she's just kind of like... I want you to trust me, because I do want to help you and your sister. Because I do want to help you and your sister. I suffer from a condition every certain moonrise. But I take a very particular potion that my uncle invented. It's one reason we're known as outlanders of the den. We are not considered...
Is it possible?
It is. The potion, however, when taken over a long period of time, continues to rob you of your strength and your health until eventually you die. This is what happened to my uncle.
Sounds like terrible fate.
It is better than losing your mind every full moon.
I suppose you're right.
Because I take this potion, I do still suffer the changes, but I keep my mind. I am 100% Katya. I do not hurt anyone because I have no reason to. I am not consumed with any wild bestial needs because I have what is me. But this has already started to rob me of certain things. My senses are muted horribly. I am not considered a real wolf because of it. And, well, she kind of gestures to like her arms. Like she knows that she's kind of a robust woman, but she kind of like does this thing like to show that her arms are like noodles. I'm not very strong at all. I'm actually really weak.
For what you have done for us, I will be your strength.
Thank you. But, just like I said, I worry. He knows, because he bit me and threw up because of it. It's actually rather amusing. So I'm confident that if he tries to do anything he might have tried to use that as a rift to make you not trust me. If he tries to poison our ears, which I remember my uncle specifically talking about in his stories about being a poisoner of what you know and what you think you know. I have the means to continue to make my potion. For 3 months now. I have enough for 3 more doses. I am hoping to improve the potion. To not continue to lose my health and my strength, and perhaps regain some of what I have lost from my heritage due to this thing I've had to take since I was but a baby. I guess that's why I relate to Irina so much. I didn't have a choice either, or I would have been a rabid little terror. So, because of that, because my uncle loved me and did not want me to lose myself, I had to be poisoned from a very young age. 12 times a year. Sometimes more, depending on the moon's decisions. So, I guess I understand, and that's why I want to help, because I'm trying to help myself. I'm trying to help others of my kind, to show them that there is a choice. And I would like to help her, if I could, but I also understand why I can't yet.
Once my sister is safe in the Lucky, I will pay you your gold, of course. But if you ever need my help, promise that you will come and ask me for it.
Can he roll persuasion?
Sure.
Because,
Has a +0.
it's okay, it's not a high roll, but she's like...
3! His voice kind of cracks in the middle. Can he have advantage?
Yeah, no, they're having a moment. They're having a moment.
That's a 1! Oh,
Beautiful.
no!
Beautiful. Okay, what this means is it's not that she doesn't trust him, and it's not that she doesn't think he couldn't help her. It's that she feels his priority should be Irina.
Okay.
And she feels like that's not fair. She feels like it's not her place to ask for help. She's not family. I feel like family is a really big important thing with the Vistani. So I feel like if it came to the point in the future where we're actually discussing about people we want to talk to get help, she would have to be persuaded to actually go seek him, because she wouldn't want to put that on him and Irina. So that's what that means. It means she would hesitate. That's what that is. She would hesitate. So I think he sees that. I think he sees that it's not at all a distrust in him or a belief that he couldn't help her. It's very much this look in her eye of, I don't think I deserve to ask for your help kind of look. But she still smiles and she goes, I will remember the offer. She can promise that much at least.
He wilts a little bit and roll an insight check for me.
Am I proficient? I think I am proficient. Oh, I am. That is a total of 19.
He understands that you didn't mean anything bad by it, but this guy has really bad self-esteem issues, and
Glad she's good at reading people.
it's that little voice in the back of his head that goes, she's being nice to you because she doesn't think you can help at all.
No.
And so he kind of will.
She reaches forward, kind of takes his hand. I hesitate because I feel like Irina should be your priority, not me.
She is.
I know.
It's fine. It's fine.
She kind of wilts now. She kind of feels like she fucked up.
Meanwhile, over with the boys. Okay,
There's-
so here's the 4th, and there was like this sort of poster that I found. I don't know if that'd be interested. We've got. Oh! Round 8. You said you had 88?
I had up to 77.
Oh, well, I found an 88.
88. 88. The Raucous Deviants of Oma Ridge. Oh, I heard about this one. It's weird.
Never read it. Not much of a fiction by myself.
Yeah, you ever hear about the McFields and Hackcoys?
I told you I could do
I
these.
just connected.
They're basically that, except there's an undead guy trying to solve the problem.
I just connected the dots. I just connected them. The dots have been connected. The string makes sense now. Fuck you! Crimson Cadaver 100 and fucking.
I actually don't get it. What is it?
It's
Okay.
red! It's fucking red! The skeleton!
Red
Red!
skeleton.
Made up of different people's bones on a mission to
Oh.
solve each of their last wishes.
I got you. Okay.
Crimson
I got it.
Cadaver!
The 206 afterlives of the
Love
Crimson
that.
Cadaver.
Love that. Love that.
Cause he's on a soul
I thought you
mission.
were making like a weird, obscure Flash joke.
No!
No.
No!
It's a weird, obscure me joke.
Fair. All right.
I'm so glad that your girlfriend got it after like 15 minutes. I feel bad now that I did.
The real issue is going to be thinking about skeletal puns for every single title.
It is canon. Barovia has someone here that writes Crimson Cadaver, and it's wildly popular in Vallaki. It's canon now.
Oh my god. Okay.
He's like, unfortunately, that does only have, but you can have that on the house. Thank you for being.
There's gotta be one called Hot Femur.
He just goes, well, thank you so much. There's nothing else you needed. I will be going. Thank you for your patronage. I have a shop in Vallaki. Should you ever wish to come by, please come by. It's not rude.
Is there other things besides books?
No.
If he's got spare posters, they can be bookmarks.
I mean, we have like some spare lab equipment, but it's covered in dust.
Lab equipment?
It's covered in dust,
But it's lab equipment.
I suppose.
We'll be paying a visit.
Great. But I go by the pawn shop and grab more lab.
As you two kind of wander back over to the wagon, I think you see the awkward tension between Katia and Ismark. Like we're not making eye contact. It's like this ended on a very awkward note for both of them. She feels like she fucked up. He's having
Self-esteem issue.
yeah.
Vasily comes back from writing this note to himself of like, pick up more shitty lab equipment. People want it apparently, and fucking it up.
Oh my god.
May I ask him?
He seems strange. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Yes?
It's okay. I'm very quiet. Is there any way I could read a poem to your young lady?
Oh,
It's. I mean, I may not be a fan of poetry myself, but I am expressive reader.
I kind of look over at Ismark, who's getting there, I'm assuming.
This mark is going to
Actually,
eyeball
I'm
this
doing an insight as well.
This
I'm doing insight as well.
That's 11 plus 0.
I had a 8 plus 6, so 14.
It's not too bad. It's going to roll persuasion. I forget where I put his
Thingy.
thingy.
Where is the
Somewhere back
thingy?
here. He rolled a 22 for persuasion.
Ooh. She is resting.
No, 24.
Well, she is resting, but if you don't mind sitting at the back of the wagon, I'm sure she will listen.
May I come in?
One moment. And she goes into the wagon. Is Irina awake?
She's like kind of stretching. Her head is obviously aching. She's hurting.
Irina. Would you like to hear someone read poetry to you? He's a traveler, sells books. He said he would like to read.
Signs at you. Ismark just goes, I'm not in a place to ask it if he is cute.
Well, he's an older gentleman. I would say refined.
Yeah.
Okay, how about... Oh, I know. And she pulls up the tarps of the tent that you said I could have strapped to the wagon to, like, expand it. She pulls a few levers, unties a rope, reties it, and suddenly there's, like, 2 poles that come out, and, like, open, like, a little, overhang tarp. She comes out, holding a blanket, like a very large one, and a couple of sitting pillows. And she lays out, and she places the pillows, and if you do not, but it is very cramped in there. Yes, of course, thank you. And this way, she doesn't have to give him invitation into the wagon. She's starting to become paranoid, which I think fits. She almost
Listen,
died.
you just met this guy.
Yeah,
You never know.
yeah, and she's paranoid. She nearly died. So, I'm imagining Ismark helps Irina out, because she did lay more than enough pillows for all of us, which allows Ismark to sit next to Irina, because I thought he would feel better, protective, be close by. We've pulled Irina's hood up, so red hair's not that obvious. Just
Okay. She's lazy. She kind of stretches, and she kind of leans out, kind of grasps. It's like takes her hand. She kind of startles a little bit. Like, 11. He comes and he sits down next to her. He opens.
You said, "Well met, my lady." What is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Goes, on my desk is a photograph of you, taken by the man who loved you then. In some photos, his shadow falls in the foreground. In this one, his body is not that far from yours. Did you hold your head that way because you loved it? Don't let me know.
Your turn to kind of reach your voice a little bit.
She kind of just waves her hand and urges him to keep going. And he just goes, I cannot forget the sugar on the table. The hand that stilled, it was not that of my usual father. Left 3 layers of clothes for a wind he felt from hallway to kitchen. The brightest room to the torches were risky. She kind of wrinkles her nose at that one. It's like, I don't even have a proper head. And he continues for a little bit, staying in his space, letting Ismark kind of keep her close to him, but he just...
I think he can tell there's like a protective.
Oh yeah. And he doesn't seem to mind. Eventually he stops, he closes it, goes, I am not a fan of fiction, like I've said before. But he takes out a little coin and shows you that there is a head on both sides. You like to make my own faith. Flips it, catches it, tucks it into the book, and lays it in Buena's lap. A small gift for you, baby. Gets up. One more fucking poetry book out of the shop. He walks back to his cart, gives a bow, says, well, been a pleasure to see you all. I was ill, lucky. He steps up into the wagon, and he snaps the reins for his horse, and the horse just neighs and trots down the road, continuing on its way.
Katya kind of she picks up the book that he had handed Irina. I just want to take a look at that. It was an interesting coin. I would like to cast Identify on the coin.
It's just a coin.
Okay.
It's just a coin with 2 bits.
I just checking. What's yours paranoid?
But she holds the book and she turns it over. And she kind of thumbs through it. Okay. And she just seems to lower it in her lap and look up and around. She goes, "Are we going to go?
Yeah, we are.
Is it day again?"
No, but we probably have overstayed our welcome. Or we could wait till dawn if you would prefer.
Father said that travel was dangerous at night.
He's probably not wrong. I look at you two. Risk it or wait? I mean,
I'd wait.
Wait, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna sleep.
That'll get rid of my last level of exhaustion. Hooray! I was down to 1. Yay. So,
Yeah, we're not traveling at night. It's not happening. Period.
I agree.
Are you guys gonna set up a watch?
I had slept already, so I offer to take first watch.
Okay.
I can just watch it. You just do the whole thing.
Technically, if he hasn't lost anything, he doesn't have to sleep as long as he's just not doing anything.
Yeah, when we all wake up
In
and get the
that
wagon and go, I'm
case,
just gonna rest for 4 hours on the
I would
wagon.
like to still wait before taking a full night rest. And I would like to attempt to make 2 potions of greater healing.
Okay, you may certainly attempt. Roll a perception check for me, Chekhov. Roll a perception, Chekhov. Do you have dark vision?
Nope.
Then you do it with disadvantage. Is that a 1? Rolls again, see if you get 2.
I'm awake. Do I get to roll?
Nope. You just said you're making
I
potions.
am. I'm making potions. Maybe the reason
I
he
got a 9 for the other one, but it doesn't matter. It's a nat 1.
You're distracted because you're helping me with my potions.
Why am I helping you with your potion?
Yeah, you're helping me.
I guess I'm helping you with your potions.
I
I
mean,
think-
it's a good rule of why you were distracted.
You rolled a nat 1.
Oh boy.
Roll a d6.
Oh no. What is it?
It's a 1.
What's a 1? What's a 1? What's a 1, DM? What's a 1?
Chekhov.
Yes.
You have a great meddling of scars on the flesh beneath your metal.
Okay.
Oof.
As time passes and you are looking and lingering on the aspects of existence, what scar do you focus on?
Focus on a scar?
What you have...
Do I even know that I have scars?
I think you notice. The reason why you're getting a nat 1 on your watch is your eyes meander and they kind of catch between the gaps in the metal, and you see there's just a medley of scars underneath.
How about the one that's the most recent?
Okay. Then you look down and you see in your sternum a long cut that comes nearly from your belly button up to the base of your throat. And your vision goes white. And you remember a blinding pain as a sword cuts up from the base of your belly up to the base of your throat, and you are laid out on the ground in a pool of your own blood on a stone floor. And a man with dusky skin and yellow eyes peers down over you. And he says nothing, he just steps back, and you lay there choking in your own gore. And when you wake, and when you come back from that, Doru standing in front of you. I found you. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Who?
He followed you. It would take
Yeah.
him. It would take him a day to get there on foot.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna fight the vampire spawn now.
Did I get to make my potions first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
But I am gonna go ahead and call it there.
Yes.
It was like, if they keep going this night, then Doru won't catch up to them. If they don't go anywhere, he's gonna catch up. So
Oh wait, these are at the advantage. Okay. I see.
yeah, they're straight.
Was it 88 or 84 was the other? He got one. I know he got 104. What was the? It was one of the 80s.
Let's say 88.
88.
I think it was 88.
Guess who made 2 greater potions of healing? I even rolled at disadvantage because I still have 1 level of exhaustion and I still managed to make them.
Good job.
I'm very happy.
Very good. So you have 2 potions of greater healing.
Mm-hmm. No more mushrooms.
You are going to get a surprise round on you by a vampire spawn, so
Nice.
that'll be fun.
Wah.
Wah, wah.
Yippee
wah.
dippy.
Can I delete this?
If you had let him out back at the chapel, he would have gone around you and just would have gone for the first thing with warm blood in it.
Right.
But you didn't. You were cruel and you kept him shut in, and so he ate, and now he's happy. So that happens. All right. Well, everybody had fun.
Yep.
You know, usually speaking.
It dragged on a little bit towards the end, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the interactions, and you know, in retrospect, that interaction with Vasily is going to be fun. All right, cool. So
I got the ball rolling for a new running joke.
yeah, sure, absolutely. All right, well,
Fucking Crimson Cadaver.
that is our second session, and see you either next week or in 2 weeks.
I'm gonna have to call Mom tomorrow. I thought I was gonna be able to get a phone call. Nope, not.
I mean, you still can. Isn't she like 6 hours behind you?
Yeah, but she goes to bed early.
At 6:30 p.m.
Yeah,
Your mom's weird.
she wakes up early.
Wow.
How early?